Hey guys, it's Limbo here. Today I'm going to be talking about my keybinds and my settings, and yeah, let's get right into it. So, right now on your screen are my keybinds. In my opinion, they're not the most optimal, but for me, they're optimal because I don't play claw and I don't have paddles, so I just play with the regular PS4 controller. Um, the thing that's weird about my binds is the place marker and the inventory and toggle pickaxe. Typically, you'd see toggle pickaxe either on, let's say, left stick and or triangle, and then you'd see the edit bind on one of the D-pads and or the touchpad for PS4 at least, and then the inventory button. You know, it's just at a different slot than it originally was, but yeah. My build controls. I have toggle pick. I should have had. I should have. Alright, let's go to my build controls. So everything's the same. I play Builder Pro basically for building. I changed my change material slash trap to left bind because that seemed really good for me and it's been working out so far. Crouch and repair, everything's basically the same for build controls. And let's go to editing. My edit controls are really weird. So I use L1 to reset and R1 to select. So for me, I don't like moving down my finger um to R2 and L2. I'm on the screen right now. It's gonna be a hand cam showing how I hold my controller, and as you see, my both my pointing fingers are not pointy. Pointer fingers are between R1, L1, and then L2, R2. But I like to put it up because it just seems really optimal, and I really like it. My confirms triangle. I like to move my thumb a lot on the right side of the controller, and yeah, that's about it. Here are my dead zones. Point 20 and then point 25. I do have control drift, but it's like not that bad because I know how to fix control drift. And yeah, let's go on to my settings, guys. So for my settings, graphics, my graphics and advanced graphics, 115 for brightness, user interface, contrast 1.15 at times, trying up 4, motion blur off, motion blur is horrible, and show FPS of course. I am going to be moving to PC soon, so no longer on 60 FPS. On regular settings, I have it on auto because I feel like NAE servers are really slow, and it literally says on the top right that selecting auto picks like the best server with the best connection. And yeah, toggle sprint and sprint by default on, lifesavers for when I started getting serious with Fortnite. Because before I wouldn't be able to sprint at all because I didn't have a sprint bind at all. So yeah, sprint my cancel reload. Auto open doors is really helpful. A lot of people have this on, a lot of pros, and you don't really expect to use it a lot. But when you mess up an edit and let's say you want to do a bottom three, like the bottom three to the left, bottom three to the right. If you mess it up and it creates a door, you don't have to spam like square or your open door bind. So it's just really good to have. Hold the swap pickup. This was introduced in like the late seasons of chapter 1 and it was really good in my opinion, but they disabled it and then they made it like a bind or a setting that you can have, and I just have it on all the time. It's really helpful. Mark danger when targeting. So when you're ADSing, you're able to press your like target or place marker bind and it'll mark danger. Um I'll pick up weapons I used to have on, but overall, like I just didn't see it being that good. Auto sort consumables to the right. Lifesaver of a setting that they ever added. Probably my top 5 favorite settings that they have added into Fortnite. You legit don't have it. It just helped like fix the amount of time you had to take to move minis or a med kit over to the slot that you wanted to. And yeah, reset building choice. All these are on for building. Contextual tips and tap to surge slash interact. Clutch one as well. Before you used to have to hold it, but they made it so you can just tap on it. They kind of changed it in chapter 2, but it still works the same. It's just with the revise you have to actually hold it down. Record replays off because I'm on console. Yeah, but if you're on PC, you do have record replays on, so you know like what you're doing wrong. HUD scale 55. Everything here is on. I believe so. Yes, sir. It'll play keyboard and mouse. Controller auto run and build immediately. Build immediately. Builder Pro. All very helpful. Everyone should have that on. Edit whole time. I just have it on 0 because it looks clean. Vibration off. If you play with vibration, I don't know what you're doing. But here are the important settings. You know, build mode, edit mode. You guys can just copy this down, pause the video. But I realized that I'm better on like a somewhat like fast but also slow sense. So that's why I have it on 37. But for building and editing, I really like 2.0. I just found like it was a good fit for me, and I started getting more consistent builds and edits with both these settings on the same thing. Um, Instant boost when building off, and my ADS. A lot of people think that this is too low, but for me, 7% and or something below 10% is really good for me. Um, I feel like they change it every season, like how fast or slow they are. But 7% feels really good. I feel like I can lock down on people whenever they're rotating and or trying to bloom fight me. I play Exponential as well. I made the switch about 3 weeks ago. I think these settings are really good. I switched because I started losing to my friend Jonzo. Yes, drop him a follow. I started losing to him a lot in 1v1, so I was like, let me switch it up. And I went back to Exponential, and I've been good ever since. And yeah, those are my settings. And let me do a hand cam for you guys. So for creative clips, how I'm going to show my hand cam and everything, it's going to be on the top right or left of the screen. You're going to have to look. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but hopefully it's in one of those spots. And yeah, guys, we're going to just be doing some free builds, and let's get into it.